Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I show you how to collect the seeds from a Cleome plant. So let's go. Cleome is also known as a spider flower. It is extremely pretty, and there are different types. There are tall ones, there are short ones, and there are different colors that range from white to pink to purple and all different colors in between. While I haven't grown Cleome in my landscape in a few years, I do plan on growing it next year, and I'm very excited that I've collected the seeds from a couple of different plants. Cleome, even though it's considered an annual in my zone, is a perennial in certain zones. However, once you've had Cleome growing in your landscape, what it does is it drops its seeds and it very easily self-sows. In other words, you will have that plant again the next year as long as you don't disturb the soil too much. Just let the seeds fall, and come the next season, you should have that plant show up again in your landscape. I highly recommend that if you don't have the seed for certain plants, such as the Cleome, check out different gardens. Maybe your friends or family member or a local park has a plant like the Cleome or another plant that you're looking for. And as I've mentioned in previous videos that I've been making regarding seed collecting, if there is a plant that you don't have in your landscape and you really want it, it doesn't hurt to ask a neighbor or a family member, or if you go to a local park, you can collect the seeds from there. And that's how I've been collecting a lot of my seeds lately. When a Cleome plant is setting seeds, it's going to have seed pods that are growing on the sides of it. And what you're looking for is not a green seed pod, but a brown or a tan colored seed pod. Typically, the seed pods that are at the lower part of the plant are the ones that are riper. The ones near the top where the blossoms are still have time to get ripe. So that's usually where I look. I usually look closer to the center or the bottom of the plant. And many times you'll see that the seed pod is brown or tan, and maybe it's already starting to split open, and you might even see the seeds already showing on the seed pod. You can go ahead and even collect those. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to take you in for a closer look to show you what the seed pods look like as well as the seeds. So we're looking at a couple of different examples of Cleome seeds that I've collected. Down here, it says it's a Cleome and it's a hot pink color, and you can see that the seeds are black. Now, the seed pods that I collected were a tan color, but I did collect some green ones too, just to show you what the green ones look like. And unfortunately for the tan ones, I already threw away the seed pods, but because they had already opened and released the seeds. But at least you get an idea of what a green seed pod looks like. Up here, this is a light pink Cleome, and you can see a couple of things. The seeds, I believe, are a little bit smaller than those seeds, but more importantly is that the color of the seeds is different. It's more of a tan or a brown color versus this is more of a black color. Sometimes different varieties of Cleome will have different colors of seeds, and that's okay. The main thing is you don't want your seeds to be a green color. And notice that the seed pods here are tan color. And right here, if I was to open this up, I can release the seeds from this seed pod. And here's another one. When it comes to storing the seeds, I like to store them in these small little Ziploc bags. I like to put the name of the plant, the color of the plant, where I collected the seeds from, and the year I collected the seeds. I have a dime here that shows the size of the Ziploc bags in comparison to the seeds as well as to the seed pods. I like to store my seeds in these small Ziploc bags. You can store them in a paper bag or a jar. The key is you want to make sure that the seeds are completely dry. I will not be storing the seeds with these seed pods. I'll be discarding the seed pods and only keeping the seeds. And what I plan on doing is using this piece of paper, which is folded in half, to funnel the seeds off of the paper into the Ziploc bag. Collecting seeds is so much fun. I have made a bunch of videos showing you how to collect seeds. I still have so many more seeds that I've collected, and I want to show you those seeds as well as their seed pods. Pretty soon, I'm planning on making a video that shows you my process for storing all these seeds. I have a little system where I store them based on if they're an annual or a perennial, and I alphabetize all the seeds, and then I have a spreadsheet. I'll be sure to make a video to show you my process for that. I hope you've been enjoying your gardens, and until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.